Red light appearing. A lot of interest in the first appearance of Showmanship. Settles towards the outside. The gates are back. They're off and racing. Lipstick Flicker's the first to jump away out quickly, as well as My Lady Fair from the inside. It's Ship Creek driving through as well, just in front of the stablemate Wacken Tanker. Then Emerald Rose back in the field. Then on the outside is False Statement, followed by Showmanship, who's lost ground after getting out okay. Back there second from last on the inside of Alcina. 600 left to travel though, and it's first up Ship Creek that leads the way. Ship Creek on top from Lipstick Flicker's second. Right behind them is Wacken Tanker. Over on the outside next of all, False Statement. Back towards the inside is Emerald Rose into the straight, being followed then by My Lady Fair. Further back Alcina. Showmanship near enough to last at the 300 metre mark. Lipstick Flickers had reached the lead from Ship Creek. Wacken Tanker, My Lady Fair. Here comes Showmanship though. The gap is opening now, and Showmanship driving through for Pike. Ranged up quickly. It grabbed Lipstick Flickers now. He gives it one to keep its mind on the job late. Showmanship too good. Showmanship with a great debut beat Lipstick Flickers. False Statement third, then Alcina fourth, My Lady Fair, Emerald Rose, and the stablemates Wacken Tanker. Back behind it, last home is Ship Creek. Number 7, the winner, Showmanship. The 1,000, probably testing it early on. Last 200, very good. Very good indeed for Showmanship. Last Pike working on it. Just get him to drop a gear. And then in the straight by the 250, you could see him starting to wind up when the daylight was appearing. And he really did seize control of proceedings late, running over the top of Lipstick Flickers, who they'd backed in from 4s to 3s. And back there is False Statement in third placing from Alcina. For Peters Investments, the winner, trained by Grant and Alana Williams. W. Pike aboard, the showcasing 3-year-old out of the Don Eduardo mare in Kales. Second placing, 2 Lipstick Flickers by Murtagill from Newborn, Robin Todd Harvey, Sean McGruddy, and False Statement is by Star Witness from Motifs, Tiana Robertson, Chloe Azzopardi. 7, 4, 3 and 8 Alcina, 3/4, 1 1/4 the margins, 59.78 is the time there that they've run in the second. But a pretty smart debut here by Showmanship. Hadn't trialled for 44 days. And can only but improve with that run. The third is the Old Mate Sports Bar and Eatery Handicap at 9 after 1. It's 1,000 metres with 10 Hamada, the scratching out of the next on the program. Well, let's get down now. We'll catch up with Brittany, who's in the winner's enclosure, as Pike prepares to bring back that winner. And it has run right up to expectation there, Britt.
It definitely has, and William Pike sort of alluded to before the race that the 1,000 metres might be too short, and Bob Peters, he certainly had to work for it in the early part, the 1,000 proving to be short, but his class prevailed.
Yes, we've been waiting for him for a while. I've been waiting for a bit of give in the ground, and we got it today, so he did the job for us.
Is that a case of soundness issues, or the case that you think you've got a really nice horse and you just didn't want to run him on firmer tracks, were waiting for a softer track?
No, he needs a soft track. It's the way he's built and the way his feet are. So I've just been prepared to keep waiting for it.
Patience, you've been rewarded for that patience today. What was going through your mind in the early part when he was struggling to keep up with that tempo?
I was thinking that the race is probably a bit short for him, but I didn't panic. I think, once he got around the corner and straightened, he showed us what he can do.
And this is not one that you bred, but one that you bought, a $145,000 purchase. What attracted you to him in the first place?
Well, I raced his sister and I lost her from racing, but she hurt a tendon. And just at that time, he was there as a yearling and I was there, and this is what happened.
Well, it's all worked out pretty nicely. You may have another really nice one on your hands. Well done, Bob.
Yes, I was looking forward to his sister going over distance, and we didn't quite get there with her.
Well, hopefully you can do with this. Do you think he's a horse that is going to reach some real distances?
Oh, I think as long as we look after him, he'll be a horse that should get us some races over the staying distances sometime down the track.
Let's hope so. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Bob Peters there, and we've been had to be patient. He has, and we have, as the racing public, to see showmanship step out. But clearly, he was taking no risks with this horse, a horse that does go around with bar plates on. So there's obviously a few issues there in terms of his feet, but it was a funny viewing, really. Pikey did suggest that the 1,000 metres may well be too short, and he really made him work for it in that early part of the race, scrubbing him along to keep up with the speed. But as soon as he was able to get the gap, the class prevailed. And Pikey opens up the account with the first two of the program, and you were very confident about this horse. The 1,000 metres was the thing that you were worried about, and it really proved to be that way. You required a lot of muscle work to keep him with the field.
Yeah, that's right. I was just saying, it's funny how things work. I can sit box seating outside the leader in trials, but then you come race day and they just go that second quicker, and it really gets you out of your comfort zone. A little bit of worry. I knew he'd have a turn of foot, but just where you're going to go and what's going to happen from there is pretty tricky.
As soon as that gap opened up, did you feel as though his class would prevail?
Well, I could definitely feel him quicking, but I still thought I had too much to do, tell you the truth.
Well, he clearly is a horse that has a lot of ability. Where does he sit in the pecking order? Is he right up there with these 3-year-olds?
Yeah, definitely. Just I suppose maybe we might be putting him on a pedestal a little bit, but definitely on his feel and the way he works. Yeah, he's probably, of the 3-year-olds, he's probably the best worker, so hopefully that transfers to race day, but he's got some pretty stiff competition there.
He definitely does, but that's an exciting statement if he's the best worker, because there's some very nice horses. Well done on the win.
Thank you.
William Pike combining there with Grant and Alana Williams, and of course the Cerise and White of Peters Investments to win with showmanship on debut.